that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Destined by the motion. Loving this devotion.
We did it. We hit 10,000 subscribers. I really can't believe all the love and support that you guys have given to me as I've been building this channel. And today I figured I would just share with you guys some mistakes that I made and some things that I've learned along the way. So firstly, now that we got to 10,000 subscribers, we can just put that one behind us. Our next goal is 20,000. So if you haven't subbed, you might want to think about doing so you can join on this journey as we grow together. So to give you guys some context on how this channel has grown and my methodology that I used as I was growing it, let's go back in the history books and look around June 2020, about 16 months ago. And that's about the time that I really started to get serious with YouTube instead of just posting random videos and hoping for the best. My first serious video was a video where I actually compared a cheap little lav mic that I picked up on Amazon, and I compared it to a very expensive Rode mic so that people could see the differences in audio. If you're just starting out, I'd recommend the $20 mic because it's overall gonna be better than the native mic that's inside your smartphone or camera. So looking back on that video, I see a lot of mistakes that I made, and I even get a little bit cringed out, but that's okay. We all build from somewhere, and that was just me learning as I grew to get where I am today. But nonetheless, that was in June of 2020, so that was about 16 months ago. And ever since then, I've been posting pretty consistently with a couple of gaps in between. At the time of posting that video, I didn't even have 100 subscribers. I probably had less than 50, and those were just my friends and family, and of course my mom. I started posting videos consistently, and by August 2020, I actually crossed over 1,000 subs. Shout out to all of you who were with me back then. And ever since then, I've tried my best to post consistently. So from the time that I posted my first serious video about the audio comparison between those two mics until I crossed over 1,000 subs about 3 months later, I posted about 20 videos. So from August of last year in 2020 to October 2021 this year, I've been able to gain about 10,000 subscribers by posting 42 more videos. So the total number of videos, not including this one, is about 62 videos, just to give you guys an idea of how it all works with subs versus videos. So the first thing that I did was honed in on a specific niche, which is camera gear and filmmaking and how to make better videos. I love all of this stuff anyways, and I knew there was interest out there, so it just seemed like a good fit to go out there and teach the world what I know and also learn as I go. If I had a wish for what you guys get out of this channel, it would be so that you guys can go out there and feel more comfortable when you're shooting with your camera, become more affiliated with how your camera works, develop an eye for things that other people just don't have, for you to be able to arrive wherever you go and quickly pull out your camera and know exactly what you need to do with your camera to get the right shot, and also just take your videos and photos to the next level. With all that being said, I've made tons of mistakes, like recording an entire video and then going to the editing room and finding out that all of my audio was bad because there was a loud hiss in the audio stream for some reason. I was able to shoot that entire sequence only filming by myself. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I got those shots. Me not centering myself in the center of the frame so that in post-production I have to scale it in so far that my face is super close to the camera. A wrinkle in my sleeve, and also things that happen in the background that I didn't expect to be there. But through all of those things, now I'm better able to understand and remember the things that I did last time. In fact, I even write this stuff down so that the next time I remember to check everything before I start to record. Another thing that I've learned as I go is the less time it takes to record and edit and then upload, the better. I used to spend hours sometimes in front of the camera trying to record just like a 5-minute video because I wanted to say this thing perfectly. Oh no, not this problem again. Or I wanted to make sure that my exposure was correct or the lighting was perfect. And I would spend all this time in preparation, getting my shotgun mic out, checking the audio levels, taking the SD card out into the computer, listening to it, making sure it all sounds good and looks good before coming back and finally recording the video. Whereas now I'm just a little bit more laid back where I just set up the camera. I might have a monitor on the front just so I can see what I'm doing and a little light just to make sure that my lighting is right. Also, another thing that used to happen to me is I would get very uncomfortable in front of the camera and I would start to sweat. If you're not into macro videography before, but now I feel like I've gotten past that and I can just be myself and let you guys know about what I know. Now before I get into Now, before I get into what I like and don't like about this camera, now I don't mean to say just go out there and record really fast and then upload to YouTube, because you don't want to upload crappy videos, but at the same time, you don't want to spend hours and hours and hours just trying to get the shot perfect, because at the end of the day, YouTube is more just informational, so you really just want to pass the information as fast and as seamless as possible. Sometimes I'm not 100% happy with how the headshot turned out, or with how the lighting looks, or my location of shooting, or the overexposed skies, but you just have to overlook that stuff and realize that most people don't care about that. They just want to hear what you have to say or how you got that particular shot. The next big thing that I would recommend to anyone trying to get to 10,000 subs is content is king, as they say. So when I posted that 1,000 subs video back in August of 2020, nobody really cared. It's not like it was bringing any type of value. And instead of doing that for this video, I figured I would show you guys some of the mistakes that I made and some of the things that I've learned to actually bring value to the video. So content is always king. I found that behind the scenes and how-to videos are of way more interest to people than just talking headshots where we talk about information or camera gear or anything like that. So I think moving forward, there's gonna be a lot more how-tos and also behind the scenes to show you how I got that shot, or what I'm doing behind the camera or inside the camera, and what I'm thinking about while I'm out shooting. If that's something that you guys are interested in, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video. I hate asking people to subscribe or like this video, because to me it feels ingenuine. Like, the only reason I'm making this video is so that you'll like it and subscribe and give me the watch time so that I can have my channel grow. But at the end of the day, that is kind of what drives all YouTubers, is the more exposure that we get, the more we get out there, the more ability we have in the future to make more videos. So sorry in advance for asking for you to sub or like these videos, but it's just kind of something I have to do. Trends are huge, and they've helped me tremendously in my growth, especially in the last 3 months with the Sony ZV-E10 coming out. I've realized that the more you talk about trendy things, obviously the more views that you'll get, and then the more subs that you'll get, the more interaction you get, and then your channel just starts to grow a lot faster. So if you're trying to grow your YouTube channel, stick to the trends. Don't only do trendy videos, but make sure to include trends in your channel's content. Another big thing that I've learned as I've been making these videos is to script everything, to make sure that the information that I'm giving to you guys is kind of in an order and it has some reason behind it. I don't use a teleprompter when I'm talking to the camera. I already know all of the information in my head, but I also don't want to be scatterbrained with telling you guys about this and then that and then going back to that down the road. And so scripting just helps me have an order of how I explain things. Ultimately, the more you do it, the more proficient you get with prepping, scripting, shooting, editing, and then uploading to YouTube. So I can see turnovers now, maybe like 1 to 2 videos per week. So it just depends on what content that I'm trying to shoot. Scripting also helps with being able to be more efficient with what I want to say. There's a lot of times where I write a script out and then I just cross off something because I'm like, people don't even care about that. They just want to hear specifically about the information that I'm talking about. The hardest part of this journey has definitely been the first 20 to 30 videos. Okay, try this at your own discretion. It makes me kind of nervous that my camera is 8 feet in the air, but sometimes you just have to get that shot. I made tons of mistakes.
All right guys, so today I got the Sony digital camera Z1.
And I just didn't know what I was doing.
So now that we've done a vertical wipe, I saw this bench right here, and I thought it would be a good idea. No.
But as I did it more, I learned more, and now I can do it a lot faster. My favorite thing about growing this channel has been your funny comments and all of the support that you guys give to me. It makes me realize that I am making a difference in your lives as far as how you use your camera, how you go out there and shoot with your camera, helping you develop a better eye, and it makes me so happy to see that. So thank you for the 10,000 on our journey to 100,000. I'm Joe with Film Alliance, and until the next video, peace.
I mean, if you think about it, videography and photography are pretty similar. I mean, the framing's the same, exposure is pretty close to the same. All right, that was good.
So the big elephant in the room is which one of these gimbals provides more stable footage. So we went out and
Right now I have my A7 III as my A cam and this is my B cam, but I'm still really surprised.
I've had the Sony ZV-E10 for a couple of weeks now, and now here's a video of what that looked. Now here's a video of what both of those.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too thrilled about that picture. It was a little bit overexposed in the skies. but I feel like once we go out here and we start to practice more, and maybe our framing, let's try it again.